nitrogen, we have yet another gas which is very important. In fact, it is the most important gas present on the earth which makes life possible, because we breathe oxygen, and had there been no oxygen we would not be able to survive, and there was no chance of life on earth. So oxygen is required for breathing. It is the most important gas present in the atmosphere, and 21% of the atmosphere has got oxygen. Then oxygen also helps in burning. If you have seen your parents or somewhere, if you have seen, you may have seen that people fan when they want to to ignite the fire. So why? Because they are supplying the air, and with air oxygen is being supplied, and so the fire is ignited. Then if the oxygen is required for burning, how we can control fire? Nitrogen. Nitrogen helps in controlling the fire. Had there been no nitrogen in the atmosphere, we would not be able to control fire. So if you have seen the firemen, they use the nitrogen supply to control fire. Okay, so we have 21% of atmosphere which has got oxygen, and due to this gas only the life is possible on the earth, because it is used for breathing. Then this oxygen is also used for burning. Now there is a fact file which explains you that oxygen supports burning and nitrogen controls fire. Had there been no nitrogen in the atmosphere, we would not be able to control fire. After oxygen, we have the carbon dioxide. And what is the amount of carbon dioxide? In the 1%, it has got all the other gases, argon, carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is required by green plants to make it is needed by green plants for making food. Carbon dioxide is required by green plants to make their food, and also it helps in trapping the sunlight, trapping the sun's heat. That enters the atmosphere. All of you know all the planets receive the sunlight. The earth also receives the sunlight, and all the rays of sun are not good for earth. So this carbon dioxide, it works of trapping the proper amount of sun's heat to the earth, and because of this the temperature of the earth is maintained. That is why it is always said to control the amount of carbon dioxide, because the more the atmosphere will have carbon dioxide, the more sun's heat will be trapped from sun. So if there will be more carbon dioxide, there will be more trapping of sun's heat, which will increase the temperature of the earth, and it will lead to global warming. In fact, it is we are making such a vast use of fuels and fossil fuels that more amount of carbon dioxide is being produced in the atmosphere, which is becoming a threat to the atmosphere, and which is also becoming a source of more temperature on the earth. Then burning large amounts of fossil fuels. Now, how more amount of carbon dioxide is being generated on the earth? Because we are going on burning more and more fossil fuels. We are burning more coals, we are burning more petrol. So what are these? Are the fossil fuels, and when they are burned, they produce carbon dioxide, and so the amount of carbon dioxide is going on increasing, which will lead to global warming. This excess carbon dioxide in atmosphere traps the heat from the sun, and I told you this can raise the temperature of the earth, which will lead to global warming. After carbon dioxide, you must know that the atmosphere also has got water vapor. In this 1% of the atmosphere, we have the water vapor also, and this also contributes to trapping of the sun's heat. This also contributes to in trapping of the sun's heat. The water from the surface of rivers, oceans and water bodies, they evaporate after getting the light, the heat of the sun. All of you know the earth has got 70% of water present on it. So when they receive the sun's heat, the water evaporates, and where does it go? It goes to the atmosphere. And water vapor also contributes in trapping the sun's heat inside the atmosphere, and the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere varies from place to place and from time to time. So if the area has got more water, then there will be more water vapor present in that area, and if there will be rainy season, there will be more water vapor present at that time. So it is said that the amount of water vapor varies from place to place and from time to time. Now, after water vapor, what do we see? We see other gases. What comes in other gases? The other gases present in the atmosphere are argon, methane, nitrous oxide and sulfur oxide. All these gases come under the category of 1% stake in the atmosphere. Smoke and dust particles are also present in the atmosphere. So what we read today? Air is a mixture of different gases. Nitrogen is 78%. It is the most abundant gas present in the atmosphere. It has 78% of its stake present in atmosphere. After nitrogen, we have oxygen, which has 21% stake in the atmosphere, and the remaining 1% of the atmosphere has got all the other gases, which has carbon dioxide, methane, argon, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide and smoke and dust particles. I hope the components of air are clear to all of you. We'll discuss ahead in the next class. Please give a reading to the chapter and write the worksheet neatly in your science notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.